Okay, so this is fair. This is not the first controversial girl character that I am ride or die for on this app, and it will probably not be the last. And I am aware on some level that deep down this girl was the problem a lot of the time, but I think I have a lot of different reasons for liking her. And the first one is honestly nostalgia. So I didn't watch this show like all the way through like a lot of other people did, but I did see like the first couple of seasons, and this girl always stood out to me like my teenage mind. This scene rewired something in my brain when I was like 15 years old. As much as I'm an Alex Karev girly today, she ate him up in this scene and I never forgot it. And to elaborate on the Alex of it all, when Alex like kind of sort of stepped out on her with, you guys told me the Sif nurse's name and I don't remember what it is, like Holly, Molly, something like Sif nurse. When Alex slept with her and Izzie like had a very reasonable crash out over it, I was with her for that. Like that was fine with me. Like she didn't do anything wrong there. The one era where I just can't vibe with Izzie at all is when she's being mean to Callie, like for no fucking reason. Like there was absolutely no reason for Izzie and Meredith to exclude Callie the way that they did, and there was absolutely no reason why Izzie needed to sleep with George of all people. Like my girl risked it all for incel McGee over here. Like no, Izzie, come on, do better. I also have a way of like gravitating towards characters like this. Like if you follow my ACOTAR videos, I'm a huge Elaine Archeron girly, and Elaine Archeron has her issues. And I think a big reason for it is that we give male characters, like boy characters, a lot more leeway when it comes to like their bullshit. If Derek were a woman, she would be thought of as like the most trifling ain't shit woman that has ever been on television. Like, you guys remember how Skylar White was treated in Breaking Bad? And Skylar White was correct. He would be treated like her. If this redheaded war criminal was a girl, he would be tarred and feathered in the street. It would be like Dolores Umbridge levels of hatred. Like, they would have to kill Girl Owen off, like, for the actress's safety. On a shallower level, my love of Izzie does come from my time being a teenager and watching like the very beginning of the show and absolutely falling in love with her character and the Denny Duquette storyline and all of those things. Like there's a nostalgia level with Izzie there. But now that like I'm older watching this series, I feel like there are things that Izzie does that she is rightfully condemned for, that if a male character did it or a boy character did it, we would find reasons to excuse it. Like, people still stan George after all of the shit that he put Callie through, and that boggles my mind. Absolutely boggles my mind. And at the end of the day, like, this character was honestly just really compelling to watch. I think there is a reason why there's only 2 acting awards in the entire history of Grey's Anatomy, and one of them belongs to her. I also think Izzie's romances go a very long way towards endearing her to me in my personal view, because I've always loved the dynamic between Izzie and Alex and how consistent he is with her and how down bad he is for her. And I'll always be a person who loves the dynamic of unhinged girl and devoted guy. Like, I love that. Like, in my mind, she's kind of like a morally gray book boyfriend or a morally gray TV boyfriend, where it's like, if this was a man, we would be forgiving worse. But she's a woman, therefore she's subject to a little bit more scrutiny. Like, I don't know if we get another, like, unhinged character like Izzie ever again in this series, but if we do, I'm probably gonna end up, like, falling for her too and wanting the very best for her. And I hope wherever this girl is, she is living her best life.